Hi, in this short video, I'm going to go over how to set up and use GitHub SSO with Teleport. We highly recommend using an external identity provider, and GitHub is the perfect one because it's supported by all editions of Teleport, our free open source edition, enterprise, self-hosted or cloud, and the majority of modern development teams have a GitHub organization. To set up and configure this, you'll need a Teleport instance or Teleport cloud, and you'll also need to have tctl, the administrative tool, on your local machine. Before I dive too deep into the prerequisites, I'm going to sort of give you a quick overview of what those look like once we've set it up. So here I have myself, I'm the cluster administrator. I have Teleport configured. We're going to configure GitHub OAuth connector to select different teams. So my current organization and 3 different GitHub teams. And we're going to map these teams to internal Teleport roles. This is a very powerful feature because you can do very advanced sort of customization of RBAC rules depending upon which teams you are in GitHub. Another sort of feature of Teleport, because we enforce short-lived certificates, once someone is issued a Teleport certificate, it's only valid for that period of time. So if someone was to leave your organization in GitHub, they'll no longer have access to Teleport itself. Then once connected, your users will be able to connect to all of the resources behind Teleport. Before you get set up, we highly recommend that your GitHub organization has 2-factor authentication set up, just to provide an extra layer of security. It's not required, but I'd highly recommend it. Okay, so first up, we need to check that tctl status is working. Okay, in my case, it's working, but you might see another message. So I'm going to actually just log out and log into my proxy. So what I'm doing here, I'm logging into my proxy, just using my local auth and my username. Get my password. And here I am logged in. So let's do tctl status. Okay, we're logged into my cluster. There's a few other information here if you're a Teleport Cloud user. You can check the connection. Let's say we do tctl get nodes, and this will output the range of nodes that I've connected to my cluster. Let's resize this a bit. So first thing we're going to do is create the GitHub connector. This GitHub connector, we're going to create a local YAML file called github.yaml. So let me remove this one I just had while testing. So in this file, make this bigger, you can see that it is a kind GitHub connector, version 3 of Teleport's internal API. This name is used as an alias if you have multiple auth connectors. I'd recommend us keeping this as GitHub. In our spec, we need a range of things. So we need to get client ID from GitHub under a GitHub OAuth app, the secret, the display name, we're going to just keep as GitHub, and the redirect URL. The only thing you need to do here is change your proxy. So if I come here to my cluster, you can see that this is just the local login. I don't have anything else set up. So let me update this. And we're going to use this in a bit. And then last up, we have teams to organize it, like teams to logins. You need to update the organization and the team. So if I come to my org, you can see my org is called Asteroid Earth. And under my teams, I have a couple of teams here. Do this trainee team. And then lastly, you map the logins to Teleport RBAC roles. In our case, we have a few built in, access, auditor, and editor, which is a great place to get started. I'd recommend us starting with the access role. I'm going to add an auditor role example after this. And access, but we still need to get the client secret and client ID. You do need to be a organization admin or talk to someone who is the owner of your org. Come down to developer settings, create a new app. Homepage URL, I would keep this as the proxy. And this is the URL. So this has to stay the same. So it's v1, web API, GitHub, callback, client ID. We need to create a secret. You see the secret here. And we're good to get going for the first one. So we're going to use tcuddle to create the GitHub connector. And then you can see it's been created. So if I come back to teleport, I just hit refresh, you can now see we have the GitHub button. Now, the first time any of your team members connect, they'll see this message. One thing you might want to do is come in here and update the logo so it doesn't look, it's like an anonymous application. So it says teleport created by Azure.earth because the GitHub org owns the application, wants to have read-only access to organizations and teams. This means that the auth token that you provided can only view organizations and teams, and it can't access code. I've given it access to Asteroid.earth, and there's a few other ones. If I wanted to use multiple teams, I would also need to grant access at this stage. But in my case, I only want just Asteroid.earth. And now I'm connected. So you can see I have access to servers, and I can go about accessing them. What's one of the cool features of teleport is, I've come in here, so I exit. You can see under activity in the audit log that I had a session, and the session reports the user as me, but I logged in as root. So you have that great mapping between external identities and sort of Linux users. So next up, you may want to configure authentication preferences. This lets you sort of default to that preference. So if you're using self-hosted, you might want to change teleport.yaml. There's more advanced things you might do, like you might want to turn off local users and only go through a external identity provider. So I'm going to come in here. Actually, I have an example already. Now, you see there's this U2F here. This will be if you also want to add another check of a hardware token within Teleport itself. I'm going to make that in a separate video, so I'm going to leave that out for now. But by using dynamic resources, we'll be able to say that our auth preference is to use GitHub, and this will be sort of our default login. And then you do the same thing, tcuddle, auth create GitHub. So we have updated our cluster auth preferences. Now I've only shown you one team. Let's edit this and add a second team. So if I come in here, this is another way in which you can create your auth connectors. So let me just copy this. So we have logins, auditor, and change the team to be my view teams, external audit team, which I have created. And I'm actually the only person in this external audit team. So I save. I'm going to have to log out and log back in again to this to take into effect for my user. And what's you've noticed here is I actually don't have access to those servers that I did previously. This is because the role auditor explicitly denies access to all access to those labels. So anything that's labeled Kubernetes clusters, databases, and applications, I don't have access to it. So this lets you provide access to an auditor without giving them sort of root access to any machines, which can be very helpful. But since this isn't super helpful for me because I can no longer access my infrastructure, I'm just going to come in here and change this. And then I'm done. So if you have any more questions or comments, please leave a comment in our GitHub discussion or hit us up in our community Slack. Thanks for watching.